It's hard to imagine an Epcot without Spaceship Earth. This massive structure sits alongside the Disney Parks castles in Animal Kingdom's Tree of Life as one of the most recognizable icons in the theme park industry. What makes Spaceship Earth even more fascinating is that, unlike a lot of theme park symbols, this structure also serves as the home of an attraction. The dome truly has a design that has stood the test of time. What you might not know is that the geodesic dome has been around since the early 1900s. Buckminster Fuller popularized the geodesic dome as a way to design buildings in the mid-1900s. He even traveled across the United States to different universities to teach budding architects how efficient the structures could be. His crown jewel came in 1967, however, when he designed a pavilion at the World's Fair in Montreal, Canada. This massive dome was a favorite among Disney Imagineers, and it's no wonder they used a similar design as the focal point of Epcot's future world. Buckminster Fuller didn't just help usher in a design that would be used for Spaceship Earth, though. He also coined the term Spaceship Earth itself. After an epiphany midway through his life, Fuller set off to try and improve the world any way that he could. He often talked about Spaceship Earth as a concept, that all humans reside on this planet and we must protect it as we would a ship. Though some might think the name of the Epcot attraction is simply fitting because it sounds futuristic, it's actually tied into a concept that fits beautifully into the message of Future World as a whole. One of the most memorable parts of Spaceship Earth is in the very beginning, between exiting the starfield and learning about early man. A pink and purple abstract effect is projected above you, occasionally lit with cracks of lightning. This effect dates back to the 1920s, when a man named Thomas Wilfrid built a mechanism to project light refracted through painted glass records. He named this effect Lumia. And though Disney Imagineering surely could have used a modern projector for this effect, they actually use a manual mechanism. This Lumia effect has been present since the opening day of Spaceship Earth and might be the longest running special effect in the park. Moving to the outside of Spaceship Earth, you may have stood underneath it in the Florida rain and wondered why you weren't getting wet. It's pretty uncommon to see water running down the sides of the globe, and Imagineers designed the structure to make it that way. The exterior geometric pattern we know and love on Spaceship Earth is actually a secondary external layer. This layer has small holes between the plates, which help funnel water into an internal layer through the three legs supporting the structure and Interworld Showcase Lagoon. During heavy rain, this can sometimes fail, leading to water dumping into the queue outside. I'd say Spaceship Earth is worth getting a little wet. We often see Spaceship Earth referred to as a giant golf ball. Now we know it's actually called a geodesic dome. That being said, if you wanted to use it like a golf ball, you'd need to stand 1.2 miles tall for everything to scale properly. The attraction's unique shape has made it ideal for being transformed through projections. Spaceship Earth has been disguised as everything from the Death Star to Mike Wazowski during special events. Spaceship Earth is already pretty tall and can be seen from many areas at Walt Disney World outside of Epcot itself. Did you know that at a few points it was actually the tallest attraction in all four parks? Normally standing at 180 feet tall, it was the tallest of them all in the resort upon opening. In 1994, Tower of Terror opened at Disney MGM Studios, which overtook the record by 19 feet. During the Millennium Celebration at Epcot, however, a highly controversial addition to the park helped Spaceship Earth reclaim the throne. The very infamous Mickey wand, to help bring in the year 2000, boosted Spaceship Earth up to 257 feet. The wand stayed, whether we liked it or not, until 2007. Upon its removal, Expedition Everest took its place as the tallest attraction at Walt Disney World Resort. As a fun side note, Expedition Everest only beats out Tower of Terror by 6 inches. Despite its size, the Spaceship Earth attraction was originally going to load and unload in the dome, but move into a connected show building behind it. These plans were scrapped in favor of keeping the entire ride inside the dome itself. The building behind Spaceship Earth has held a variety of attractions itself, though. These exhibits usually revolved around the current sponsor for Spaceship Earth. From 1982 to 1994, the post-show area was Earth Station. This was pretty plain and essentially acted as Epcot guest relations. In 1994, at&t renewed their sponsorship and turned the area into Global Neighborhood. This area gave guests a glimpse into the future of phone calls. Global Neighborhood had interactive video games, demonstrations about voice command technology, a way to disguise a phone call so it sounded like you were calling from a jungle, and even a motion simulator that took you on a ride through the at&t network. Global Neighborhood was updated to New Global Neighborhood for the year 2000, which saw the loss of the simulator attraction. It was replaced with a color-changing tree used for photo ops. In 2005, Siemens became the new sponsor for Spaceship Earth. With this came the closure of New Global Neighborhood to make way for Project Tomorrow: Inventing the Wonders of the Future. This post-show uses video game elements like driving simulators and dance games to showcase the future of medicine, transportation, and energy management. In addition to the public post-show, Spaceship Earth also features a sponsor lounge, which has been commonplace at Epcot for company sponsors. The lounge in Spaceship Earth can be accessed by employees of the current sponsor as well as their guests. When the lounge isn't being used by a sponsor, it can be reserved for events like weddings. When Siemens dropped their sponsorship deal with Disney in August 2017, the lounge was left abandoned. It's unsure what the future will hold for this space, and we'll have to see what happens if Spaceship Earth can land a new sponsor in the future. Spaceship Earth has a rich history, and being the last animatronic-based attraction from early Epcot, it truly feels like a valuable and historical piece of Disney park history. With future sponsorship up in the air, the attraction and its post-show might be seeing changes in the next few years. What would you like to see done if you had your way? Sound off in the comments below.